So there you are, confirmation. Presto Evans setting the benchmark time into the 15s, 15.9. And the 3 drivers we have lost from this session are Coutinho, Marco and Wahlberg. And they're not the tyre you want to be starting on in this race. You'll get initially 3 laps maybe, but then after that they will disappear. Checker flag has been waved. Storm and will not go again. Saxman won't get another lap in, so he's out of qualifying as well. Jesper is retired, but Vickman goes only second quickest with the 16.6 there on his tyres. How's Beard Boost getting on? Who just jumped up into the top 10? That was Maro just improving on his time. Puts himself safely into 6th place there. He's through in this session now, so Will's out qualifying, but David Storm is on the edge here. Beard Boost, is he going any quicker here? We've got Evoke out on circuit as well on 2-lap-old mediums. Can he get a time in? Well, more likely to improve on that 28.7. Saxman, sorry, Beard Boost here in the Toro Rosso. DRS activated, comes up to the line. What's it going to be? Goes in. David Storm's out of qualifying. That puts CG Gibby at risk now. And oh, never mind. Evoke has lost it.
Oh no.
In turn 13 and lost some of his front wings. So that is qualifying over. And Gibby scrapes through there in 10th place. Confirmation of the qualifying 2 results. The drivers we have lost from this session are David Storm, It's Me Will, Evoke, Saxman didn't set a time, and Jocko crashed out in that session. So David Storm was so close to getting through there, but narrowly missed out. I just noticed that actually CG Gibby did his time on a set of hards. So that is very interesting. He's going completely opposite to the rest of them in the top 10. And you've got Vickerman as well, going to the complete opposite strategy, starting on a set of softs. But Freeman is the pace setter in that session. One corner to go for the McLaren driver. Oh, the car just sliding out a little bit. The tyres just wanting to give up on him, but DRS activated. Up to the line now. What's it going to be for CG Gibby? It's a 16.1. Presto Evans on his lap. He's 7/10 up here. This is a massive gain. Has he been able to hold on to this though? In the final corner, rounding it now. Across the line. It's a 15.3.
15.3.
Presto Evans. Freeman's cut the corner. He won't go any quicker. General Marrow
smashes the 15.5 he said he was going to get. Damn.
Well, that's one way to stick to your promise.
Innit? Fair
that
play.
Right there is why he's a reigning champion. Bit boost.
Game, set and match. Presto
another
Evans.
lap. Will anyone else be able to match that lap from Presto Evans?
I'm going to say nah.
Freeman won't go any quicker after he cut the corner, but Marrow here getting a little bit affected by Freeman actually. The dirty I'm sure Marrow won't be happy with the American driver because of this. Vickerman's crossed the line, he won't be able to go any quicker. Marrow goes 7th quickest, 16.3. Hamper Lexus, how's he doing rounding the final corner now? He's 2/10 up, trying to look to progress ahead of CG Gibby here. Up to the line, 15.5 from Hamper Lexus. He was only 2/10 off Presto Evans in the end, puts himself second. CG Gibby, is he going any quicker?
Decent.
Up to the line, no, he isn't, he's down on his time. Relic Nook, he's not on a lap, and neither's Norris, so that is the grid. Is Presto going any quicker? No. Oh, sorry, Jesper, sorry. Jesper hasn't done a lap yet, but he is on a lap. One corner to go for Jesper. Where can he put himself? Can he put himself on the pole here? I don't think so. Oh, that's
not with that.
He nearly loses it. Only 8th quickest for Jesper, 16.6. But that is the grid. And this is our man that will be on pole for it. The Mercedes driver of Presto Evans. But there we go. Confirmation of the top 10. We've got Presto Evans, who will be on pole, followed by Hamper Lexus. Hope we can get Norris back into the session, who starts 3rd. Relic Nook will start 4th. CG Gibby will start 5th. Freeman will start 6th. General Marrow will start 7th. Jesper will start 8th. Vickerman 9th. And Beard Boost will start in 10th place. Of course, Jesper won't start at 8th, though, will he? Because he's got a 5-place grid penalty. So he'll drop down to 13th.
Looks like Presto's opened up to making a bit of an error with the grid, which he apologises for. So I'm not too sure exactly what he's done, but he's opened. He said he's sorry.
Well, we have 5 lights anyway, and we are racing here. Looks like Hamperlex has got a really good start. There's a Ferrari in the background as well. It's got a quality start. I think that's racer Freeman. But Presto defends the inside. There's Norris trying to go all the way around the outside. You've got Gibby, Relic Nook, and Freeman side by side in there. Freeman's up into 4th in this race. He's had a great start, up 2 positions already. Norris trying to go down the inside of get Hampelexis there. And he looks like he's up into second place, but Hampelexis comes back at him in turn 3. They're side by side. All CG Gibby and Racer Freeman almost making contact there for 4th place. But they're side by side. There's a bit of contact going on in the background. I think that's a Toro Rosso's front wing. That's Beard Boost, who's made a bit of contact in there. But CG Gibby struggling on those hard tyres early on in this race as Vickerman now gets by. And past him, you've got Racer Freeman all over the back of Norris there. There's a lagging racing point. But Saxman's dropped down into 17th. Will's had a poor start as well. Wahlberg's up 5 places in this race. Exceptional start from the Alfa Romeo driver. There's a couple of drivers running wide.
Norris
there.
has got Hampelexis.
Norris.
Up to second.
Yeah, good spot. We've got a side-by-side battling between Jesper and David Storm in the background there. Well, a couple of the drivers trying to get involved in that as well. Here's Jesper trying to go around the outside. Now Coutinho's getting involved. Coutinho's up the inside. This is battling for 9 points at the minute, but Wahlberg now looking to the inside of Jesper.
Can't get a good enough exit.
Currently sitting side by side though between the Alfa Romeo and the Racing Point for 12th place. Up the inside goes Jesper. Can he hold on to it here? This would be a really good move, but Wahlberg's actually going to hold it in there and can't get himself up into 12th place. Saxman and Will have pitted from this race, so this sustained a bit of damage on lap 1. Here's Jocko now trying to go around the outside of his team. What a good move that is from the Scotsman. Jocko's up into 12th place, and now this could be a Vogue looking to make a move. There he is, he's by Jesper up into 14th. How's the lead is getting on? We've got Presto Evans here, who's built up a second gap, but the battle currently is Freeman versus Hampelexis for 3rd place. Look at this, Hampelexis has got Freeman right in his nose here.
Hampelexis goes deep.
Mara and Beard Booster battling once more. They're side by side in turn 13. Mara has to yield from that one. And should be able to come back at him though here. General Maro will ride on board with him. The Hungarian driver. DRS is now enabled on lap 3. So the drivers will be able to use that for an extra boost down the straight. But here goes General Maro up the inside into turn 1. Can he hold it on the exit? Beard Boost is going to go for the cut under. Can he get the traction though? No, he can't. He now tries to look to the inside for turn 2. And I think Maro's got this one covered. And he's up into 8th place. They've got to try and hook down CG Gibby in front. Will's out the race. He's retired in sector 3. Whether that's a crash or whether I think he might have just pulled into the pits and given up. A bit of a shame for Will. Poor start to his race. Just hasn't had the luck this season so far, Will. There is an almighty battle going on though. For 3rd place, it's more like 2nd place now, because Hampelexis has caught the back of Norris. And as CG Gibby's favourite line, we are seeing a train forming in Hungary. Jocko. Jocko's got past Evoke there, now side by side going down into turn 12. Evoke's back up the inside of the Scotsman. He's got that move done. Go back to Racer Freeman though. Can he get close enough now with DRS to Hampelexis to make a move? Beard Boost is in the pits to get rid of his broken front wing. Not close enough there. And the driver's moving up a couple of places. General Ryan's now on the back of CG Gibby. We've got Wahlberg looking to the inside of David Storm into turn 1. All the drivers really close here. There's action all over.
Freeman's ERS use. He's down at 18%.
Jocko and Volk look like they're having a great little scrap, but we are going to just focus on these leading pair. A couple of drivers for a bit, because look at this, they're so close. Presto is now within a second of Norris as well, so he's backed off, but I think Norris has actually made a slight little mistake there. This could help Hampelexis now in the final sector, try and catch him. Hampelexis runs wide, and that's the Haas of Relic Nut running wide. Vickerman's going to be up the inside into turn 12. Free easy move there for Vickerman on those soft tyres, of course. He's up 4 position in this race, but Relic Nut's coming back at him. There's a slight little bit of wheel banging there, but no damage made. the final corner. I think he's going to be more under threat here than he is on attack. But actually, look at the closing speed that he's got on the Mercedes driver in front. He's going to go down the inside into turn 1.
Oh,
Norris just jumps back in
it's
front.
lag, isn't it?
Yeah. Relic Nuts got past Vickerman, so he's back up into that 5th place after losing out on that and making a slight mistake. We've got General Marrow on the back of CG Gibby. He's not close enough to make a move there. Hampalexis is side by side with Norris though. Or is he? No, he's not.
No, it's the lag. It's the game being silly. All Freeman picks up a penalty.
Choco and Evoke are going at it for 12th place here.
Barrow's up on the back of Gibby now as well.
Still got Freeman really close on the back of Hampalexis. We'll also put a bit of advice in chat, don't get distracted by the stream, so maybe he did crash.
Oh, well. Oh, and Marrow's taking Gibby out. No! Marrow.
Oh, yeah, they've made contact. That's Gibby on the grass. Has Gibby sustained any damage there? That's going to ruin his race if he has. He's on the hard tyre and he's dropped down to 12th. I don't know whether you can talk us through that one, Dawsey, because you saw it.
Coutinho's making contact. Well, it was just on the left-hander, and Marrow's just gone straight into the back of Gibby. I don't know if he thought Gibby was a bit slow or missed the break in, and yeah, just spun him round.
It's turn 13. They've made contact then. That's a shame for Gibby. He's now down into 12th on those hard tyres. He was looking alright on the strategy as well, and sadly Marrow's made a bit of contact with him, and Marrow's also been overtaken a little bit by a couple of drivers as well. So he's stuffed himself up as much as he stuffed Gibby up, but Gibby finds himself behind Evoke now and in between Jocko, so Jocko is going to have to wait a bit to get back into his battle with the Ferrari driver. Gibby running really wide there. You see the dirty air affecting him in turn 11. It is horrible through there when you are following the driver in front. Just run out wide and there's nothing you can do about it, apart from maybe lift off a little bit. And I think Gibby could be under threat now from Jocko. Oh, Gibby sliding through the final corner there. Jocko actually on the same strategy as him. We've got Vickerman in the pits to get rid of his soft tyres. They only lasted 7 laps. I think that's CG Gibby actually letting Jocko through now. Interesting choice from the McLaren driver. Let's through the racing point, man. So they're trying to work together now. We've got Evoke and Marrow side by side. A little bit of a wheel bang there between the two. Evoke's trying to go all the way around the outside. Marrow gives him a bit back again. Marrow's gone wide though. Marrow's actually got a bit of front wing damage. But Evoke is up into 9th place there. Marrow drops down to 10th. And could be under threat now from Jocko. He's running on board with CG Gibby. This is the little bit of train he's got in front. We've got Jocko and then General Marrow just ahead. Wahlberg's on the back of David Storm. But Wahlberg, what a start he's had, Dawes. He got 10 positions within 7 laps here.
Yeah, great start from Wahlberg. Just on the back of David Storm.
Marrow's in. So Marrow's into the pits to get his front wing changed. I'm just going to change to the tyres now. And there's a scene. So Jesper's gone for a set of softs. Vickerman's gone for a set of mediums, trying to make that work till the end. So we're going to look at Wahlberg though on the back of David Storm here. Heading down into turn 2 with DRS. Can he go up the inside of the Williams driver? No, he can't. David Storm actually doing a great job here in 6th place on those hard tyres. He should keep these two behind him who are on quicker tyres. Marrow's now down to 14th, still in the pits. Down to 15th. It's not the start Marrow would have wanted here in his home Grand Prix.
Oh! Hampalexis has got damage. He's hit Norris, and Freeman through to 2nd. But Norris's
Yep.
car was lagging. I don't think that was Hampelex's fault.
And now
Relic Nook's through
Relic Nook
too.
is through as well, yeah. Amblex is looking back to the inside, and Norris, that's a bit of a dive. And he's spun out. He's made contact with the rear of Relic Nook. He looked a little bit late with a bit of front wing damage. I don't think that was ever going to work there for the Alfa Romeo driver now. Norris is on the back of him. Norris, actually, what's happened to Norris? Did he spin as well? Because he finds himself behind Hampelexis. Now he's back in front as Hampelexis pits. But that shaped up the order a bit. It's Presto Evans that leads from Racer Freeman, then Relic Nook. They'll go down the inside here. I think Wahlberg's just working with David Storm here. But looks to have settled down a little bit now.
The penalty.
Sorry, who's picked up the penalty?
Wahlberg.
Wahlberg, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, but it looks like it's settled down a little bit now. You've got a couple of battles for. We've got a battle here for 5th between Wahlberg and Coutinho, and then we've got a battle for 8th between Jocko and Gibby and Evoke. But then the rest of the field looks to have spread out a little bit, with a few pit stops and incidents, just to show you who has pitted so far in this race. Vickerman, Hampelexis, Beard Boost, Jesper, Marrow and Saxman have all pitted, and sadly It's Me Will is out of the race. Marrow, Saxman, Beard Booster will be trying to go to the end of the race now. Hampelexis has gone for a set of mediums just like Vickerman. Let's see if them two can make that strategy work. Presto's got a 3.7 second now lead at the top. After a little bit of battling from the drivers behind, he's managed to pull out the gap, and they'll probably look to start extending that now, only the Mercedes driver. Oh, we've got General Mara on the back of Jesper. General Mara at the inside of Jesper.
Well, could hear contact in that move.
There's a little bit of bell-banging going on there. Mara's being very forceful with his moves today.
My home
Gibby's
track.
past Jocko
Get out
now.
my way.
Or is Jocko just... No, Jocko's just lagged, sorry. Jesper's struggling on those 7-lap-old softs now, isn't he? They've started to go. You can see that Mara's quicker now on a set of hards. Presto's disappearing
Presto's
at the top.
increasing. Yeah, exactly that. 4 seconds now.
Wahlberg's still not looking to overtake David Storm here. This is interesting from Wahlberg, because I think he's quicker than David Storm on those set of tyres at the minute, but he's just... Whether he's just not going for the move or whether he just can't get close enough. I mean, then it looked like he's close enough, but maybe being a little bit too tentative on overtakes. And it's keeping Coutinho locked up behind them as well, because obviously he's then not able to get close enough to Wahlberg to make a move, because Wahlberg's right on the back of David Storm. And I think the same thing for CG Gibby is happening. Jocko's just can't make that overtake on Evoke yet, and then Gibby's not close enough to Jocko because Jocko's got the DRS from Evoke. Jesper's in the pits to put a set of hards on. Like we said, he was starting to struggle with those soft tyres. Relic Nook's keeping Racer Freeman honest though for second place. Oh, is that Ferrari off? That is a Ferrari off.
Might be. Oh,
And down into 10th.
Wahlberg right on the back of David Storm. Possibly a move down the straight. Possibly.
I think we could see CG Gibby trying to get past Jocko down into turn 1 as well. But yeah, like you say, Wahlberg's right there with David Storm now. Did David Storm go a little bit defensive early on then? Let's come back to the race now. But here goes Wahlberg. David Storm does go defensive this time. He will battle it. Round the outside. Nothing showing there for Wahlberg.
Good traction though. Got good,
Up the
good
inside now
exit.
into turn 2 on those medium tyres. He's getting good traction, good purchase, but they're side by side. Let's see if they get out alive.
Good driving.
Good clean driving from the two of them there. And now they're going to go side by side into turn 4.
This is scary.
This is brave stuff from Wahlberg. Backs out of it at the last minute though. And now you can see Coutinho's behind. Wahlberg is saying, I want a piece of this action, let me buy. Yep, Steve, I do agree. I think Presto is looking very, very strong in this race. Gap's come down a little bit on this last lap. But,
lost 3 tenths, yeah.
He's doing a stellar job as of the moment. He's currently watching the battle for 5th, 6th and 7th between David Storm, Wahlberg and Coutinho. There's another battle going on between Jocko, Gibby and Evoke. That's for 8th place. And then further down the field, General Marrow is trying to get within a second of Beard Boost for 13th place. This is Saxman sets the quickest lap of the race on the set of soft tyres. Down is 16th, otherwise known as last place at the moment in this race. He finds himself 23 seconds behind Jesper as well, so...
Oh, wide.
Here goes Wahlberg. Yeah, Storm going a little bit wide then.
Still gets a good exit.
Almost gave the opportunity to Wahlberg. He's going to try and go side by side once again into turn 4. No, thinks better of it.
Oh, and picks up another penalty.
Coutinho is carrying some really good speed though through turn 4 and 5, isn't he? Look at him. Closes up massively to the back of Wahlberg.
Yeah, just staying there, watching them battle. Just waiting to pounce, I suppose. Waiting for a moment. Try and take one of them. Wahlberg's got to stay on the back of David Storm in this last part of the track, which is why he's not getting past on the straights. Yeah,
it is very hard.
He's not close enough here. Yeah, I know. The straight's just not long enough to get the full effect of the DRS.
Steve-O said in the chat that Presto might be looking to save a bit of his tyres now. I think I do agree with you there, but Coutinho is actually closer to Wahlberg here than Wahlberg is to David Storm. Coutinho thought about it. Oh, and I think that was a slight little touch as well in the mid-corner of turn 1. I think showing that lap. How's General Marrow getting on for 13th? Here is the battle between him and Beard Boost. And Marrow propel himself back up the field here with an overtake. Just not getting close enough at the moment down the straight.
Got some good speed.
Oh, Gibby picks up a penalty. Yeah, Beard Boost has got some really good straightline speed, hasn't he? And Marrow struggling to... What's going on there, Gibby? Nope, I think that was just Jocko, sorry. It's just changing positions. Strangely. Marrow not close enough still. I think Marrow is running a little bit more downforce than Beard Boost because he's got some really good speed here through these middle couple of corners now through the second sector. But just down
Coutinho's right on Wahlberg again. Coming onto the straight.
Yeah, he is. Here is this battle. I think maybe Coutinho, obviously both of them are going to have DRS, but can Coutinho get close enough here to Wahlberg to go for a move down into turn 1? Yes, he will. Up the inside goes the Renault driver. Can he hold on to it though? Wahlberg will try, switch back. Side by side going down into turn 2. Can Wahlberg go all the way around the outside of him here? No, he can't. Coutinho just squeezes him out enough to stay ahead, and up into 6th place goes the Renault.
Yep.
There's General Marrow getting on. He's going around the outside here into turn 1. The right hand side house. Oh, Marrow losing the back end there. Thought he was going to collect Beard Boost. Marrow just getting a little bit too eager on the power, and that helps Beard Boost stay in front of the Hungarian.
Little moment for Coutinho, so let Wahlberg get right back on him again.
Oh, Marrow puts a penalty as well. Yeah, but back to the fight for 5th place here. And whilst these guys are battling, look who's joining the party. You got Jocko, CG.
Up comes Jocko.
Evoke replays. You want to get involved here.
It'll be a good old train soon.
Down at Mercedes, he's putting a set of hard tyres on here on lap 16. Actually, have Hampalexis now on the back of Norris as well, after he's come out of pits. Back to General Marrow though, side by side going down into turn 1. I think he's got the move done this time. Can he defend? He's going to get another dose of DRS here. Down into turn 2, that should help him stay ahead of the Toro Rosso driver. I think Marrow's now up into 13th. And maybe he can get a move on. He looks like he's got a bit of better pace at the minute in this race over Beard Boost, and he's going to try and use that now. He's got a 16-second gap to Hampalexis in front as Vickerman's made a mistake. Vickerman's been had a trip through the grass there and dropped down to 12th. It's a shame for Vickerman because he was looking in a good decent position there after pitting. And I think, has he got any front wing damage? No.
Coutinho may be looking
does.
for a move here.
Sorry, Vickerman has damage on the left front side of his front wing as he got Racer Freeman and Ronick Nook into the pits for a set of hard tyres. Presto Evans, the race leader, carries on round though. We've got Freeman actually coming out right next to CG Gibby. So, and just in front of his teammate as well. So there's a bit of traffic going on there for the guys that are pitted. This is just going to help Presto even more. Vickerman's out. Vickerman is out the race. What's happened to him? Yellow flags down the pit straight. I think he might have just gone into the pits and given up the ghost. CG Gibby there on the back of Jocko. Not close enough. We've got Freeman though looking for a move on Gibby here.
Presto's in.
There's Presto. Well, it's going to be interesting because will Presto come out just in front of this little train, or will he come out
He should
in between?
Just about. I think he just come out in front.
It's going to be very close.
Maybe
though.
not. Yeah, it will be. Yeah. Oh, it looked like he's been slowed up for some reason. Okay, Presto's just disappeared on my screen.
Coutinho's in. There is Presto. He's come out the pits.
Yeah,
He's just got ahead of David Storm there. Yep. But here goes Racer Freeman down the inside of CG Gibby into turn 1. Side by side still the McLaren and the Ferrari. Oh, Gibby got a little bit out of shape there. There was a little bit of contact. Don't think there's any damage for CG Gibby though. Gibby's race just... It's in the balance at the minute, isn't it, for Gibby? After Marrow spun him round.
It's unfortunate for Gibby. Done nothing wrong there.
Because it hasn't helped out his hard tyres as well. He's got Ronick Nook now on the back of him. Racer Freeman versus Jocko now. In fact, Racer Freeman's actually ahead of Jocko. What's happened here? Just missed that one.
Not sure. I was watching Gibby and I think Jocko just went a little bit wide and I think Freeman just capitalised on the gap he left. Either that or Jocko let him through.
Ronick Nook down the inside on CG Gibby. He wants to get a move on here. He wants to stay with Racer Freeman. But he's trying to battle some of these guys that haven't pitted really hard here. It's Gibby pits.
Gibby's in.
He's had enough of this battle with the guys that pitted. He's just losing him time and his tyres are probably not in the greatest of conditions after the little spin. Here comes Racer Freeman now on the back of David Storm. Wahlberg's still on the back, glued to the back of Coutinho. Them two just haven't been able to be separated in this race. As Gibby's dropped down behind them now. I wonder if Gibby's going to get out ahead of Marrow, because that could be an interesting battle. Or maybe just come out behind him. I think he's just got ahead of Marrow. Gibby there, so that's
Freeman's past David Storm.
Yep,
nice little move there.
on the exit of turn 5. As Renault's in sector 1. Wahlberg, Coutinho. Wahlberg and Coutinho made contact. I said nothing could separate them, and they've made contact on track. And Coutinho. I think that was a retirement on track. Wahlberg has got front wing damage now. That's helped Maro get past them. Here's CG Gibby though now on the back of the Evoque. Relic Nook getting past Jocko. Never mind, Jocko's back. Jocko just a little bit laggy on my end.
Yeah, he is lagging a little bit. David Storm's coming to the pits.
There goes Gibby there now with DRS.
Yep.
Can he overtake the Ferrari
Straight
driver? Yes,
past.
with ease on those medium tyres compared to the hards. He's got that extra grip advantage, and he's up now into 8th place. Gibby is going to try and hunt down David Storm now, who's just in front. And he's got an 11-second gap to Norris, who's on a set of hards. Can them two do it on the alternate strategy?
Oh, nice. With a lag.
Yeah.
Keep looking at Relic Nook and Jocko.
Rex going to want to dispatch of Jocko very quickly now. So Jocko's absolutely fine now. Just a little spikes of that.
Presto just
Jocko's
slowly
in.
edging
That's
the
going to
gap
help.
bigger and bigger at the top.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't been battling, has he? He had that free air, timed it perfectly right with pit stops, and it's paid off for him. Relic Nook now is past Jocko after he's pitted. Now can he hunt down Racer Freeman? Look at the time Relic's lost, though, to Freeman. It was about a second before the pit stops, but after having to fight through all of that, he's struggled. We are actually just going to go to our race leader now. Hasn't got any stream time. We saw this with Smoke yesterday. Smoke just disappeared at the top. And didn't really get much stream time, but we've just had a little bit of a lull in the session. Waiting on drivers to come out of the pits. Actually, it's like Gibby and Jocko, side by side here down into turn 2. Gibby's going to try and go round the outside of the racing point. He's still in there. Good racing from the two of them. Evoque's left the session. Evoque's in 9th as well, so hopefully the drivers can get him back in. Gibby really wants to dispatch of Jocko here. Jocko obviously pitting and just coming out ahead of the McLaren driver. It's starting to affect his race here. And of course, Gibby, earlier on in the race, actually let Jocko through on the straight. So is he ruining that mistake now? Or not mistake, rather, the decision to let Jocko through. We've got Maro on Evoque here. Because Evoque is AI, not back in the session just of yet. And Maro,
I have sent him
one of the admins, uses that effectively to get by. I wouldn't be surprised now if Maro's in, if Evoque's in Maro's party, he just drops him an invite now. Back to the session. Closest battle on circuit. Gibby versus Jocko for 7th place here. Current order is Presto Evans in the lead from Racer Freeman. Relic looks 6 in third. He's losing a little bit of time to Freeman there. Hampalexis, after a little bit of contact earlier on, sits 4th. Norris is in 5th. David Storm is 6th. And then 7th and 8th here as Gibby goes up the inside of Jocko into turn 1. Looks like he's got the move done, and he'll have a second dose of DRS as well to try and stay ahead going down into turn 2, but I think that looks like a done move now. Gibby up into 7th place. Can he go after David Storm now for 6th? David Storm doing a stellar job for the minute for the Williams in 6th place.
Jocko just picks up a time penalty by hardly anything.
David Storm now picks up a penalty as well. Of course, penalties, the time penalties you pick up from exceeding track limits can affect your finishing results as well, and then obviously any stewarding penalties that get given on the Tuesday in the stewards meeting. But let's see. It's going to be an interesting 12 laps now to the end of this race to see just how those penalties affect this race. But Jocko now on the back of Gibby. Gibby doesn't get DRS from David Storm in ahead. He wasn't close enough on the DRS detection point, which is just before the final corner of turn 14. Here is the battle for 6th now. It is becoming the battle for 6th because these two are gaining on David Storm. Presto's got his gap up to 4 seconds at the top. Presto's starting to use that extra tyre lap he's got in advantage over the two behind him. Jocko's really strong through turn 4 and 5 though there. Really did game up to the back of Gibby. Just whether he can stay close enough now through the final 2 corners to maybe make a move. But of course Gibby now at the moment is close enough for a DRS himself. I wonder if Hampalexis can get those tyres through on Dorsey. 16 lap old. 11 laps to go.
It's 26
on the
laps.
edge.
I think he can.
On the edge.
Yeah,
that is on the edge.
Definitely. 100%. But Norris behind him on 9 lap old cars.
David Storm runs a little bit wide. Sorry, Dorsey. In turn 1.
That's right.
DRS though now into turn 2 for Gibby. He's going to go up the inside of the Williams driver. Good move. Can David Storm get a switchback maybe going here? No. Doesn't fight it too much after running a little bit wide.
Lovely move from Gibby.
Yep, up into 6th place goes the McLaren driver. David Storm now has got to think about maybe defending from Jocko. It's good to see David Storm in the points here and trying to get some points for the Williams team. And we've got Jesper on the back of Evoke now into turn 2. They're side by side for 10th place. Final points paying position. Oh! Evoke just turns into him slightly there. Oh, actually, is that Evoke's AI car? Sorry. It's Evoke's AI car still, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
So, one of the admins in his party have tried to get him back in, or they might have done. Don't know what's happened to him.
Jocko might be for a
trying
move
to go around the outside. Look at this, side by side into turn 6 and 7. Gets it done. Back to Jocko there. Of course, David Storm's
a little bit further away than I thought.
Yeah. David Storm's just getting helped out by the DRS from Gibby. Oh, here you go. David Storm's made a slight mistake there.
Oh, lovely move.
Really good move that from Jocko. Can he hold on to it though? Yes, he can. David Storm is thinking about trying to bring home any sort of point here for himself and for Williams, which is the right sort of attitude. And just letting those drivers that might be a little bit quicker at this stage in the race use their tyres. Maybe you can come back at them at the end. But now we see Norris on the back of Hampalexis, who's starting to struggle with those medium tyres. Smallberg gets past Evoke's AI car. Evoke, it's a shame for Evoke. He was running in some good points paying position, but Oh, that's Norris running a little bit wide though in turn 13. Wahlberg picks up a penalty. Just waiting for this race to try and kick back into gear here. Maybe Norris and Hampalexis battle might do this. You've still got Jocko and Gibby and David Storm trying to go at it. Norris has got DRS here, but he's not using it, Dorsey.
Could it be the game glitch that we see so often? Or
What, where he gets his DRS fails?
no, I mean sometimes it doesn't show on our screen, but the drivers themselves are actually using it. I've seen that before.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I've seen it before. We were commentating one day and we were saying, oh, how come they're not using their DRS? And after the race I got told, hey, I was using my DRS. There's a glitch on your screen. So I was like, oh, okay. So maybe it's that.
Maybe.
I mean, we know how powerful DRS on this game is. It's the last thing you're not going to remember to use, isn't it?
Yeah, Hampalexis is in the pits though. That's going to make Norris's life a lot easier. So where's Hampalexis
going
come
for
out?
softs
I
here?
presume he's. Yeah, I presume you go for a set of softs.
Fastest laps and all that. See how many positions you can take back.
But Gibby's got a little bit of a problem here, and it's the
Yep,
pit thing
softs
in
are
his
going
mirrors. Up the inside goes Jocko.
pink
Late
thing down the
move.
inside.
Does he get it stopped? Yes, he does. Gibby will go for a cut back. Lovely move back there from Gibby, but Jocko's got DRS. Can he challenge him going down into turn 2? No, he can't. Good little show there of defensive driving and attacking driving from the pair of them. And the migrating host, Presto Evans, has left the session. That's one of the players I know that is on the friends list of the Green account, so we'll get him back in. Race leader, of course. Be a shame if he loses the race due to that. Don't know whether you can try and drop him one as well, Dorsey.
Who is this? Sorry, I do
Presto
apologise.
Evans,
I was
mate.
just reading the...
Our race
Oh, you're
leader.
joking. No. What's happened?
Try once more quickly,
Please tell
just
me
before the
he's
strike
online,
comes up
not
between
offline.
Jocko and Gibby. Sorry about this, viewers. Presto has joined back, never mind. We can go back to it, lovely. So the race leader is back, but I tell you what, there's going to be a race on now. He needs to get back into his car very, very quickly because Freeman is closing up to the back of him.
Oh, Freeman's going to get him. Freeman's got him.
They're side by side. Is Presto back in his car? No, he's not. Not as of yet. It's a shame for race leader. Look how
This
slow
is
he's going.
terrible.
I think he's back. I think he might have just got back in then. Car did jolt a little bit. As Freeman goes past his teammate now as well. Got beard boost on the back of Jesper now. Gibby and Jocko are going at it. We're going to watch beard boost now. Is he going to get close enough down into turn 1? Presto's back either. He's lost quite a bit of time there. There's Jesper running a little bit wide there. This is the battle for the final points paying position here between the Toros and Racing Point. His Hampalexis does pick up that fastest lap. Dorsey.
Yep, on the soft. Was that an 18-0?
It was an 18.5.
18-5. Need to get the spec savers, I think.
Presto back in his car again. He's still losing time, so I doubt he is. Did join back to the session though. It's just Jocko there. About that. And there you go, Relic Nook's now past Presto Evans. So Presto's AI car, it's not doing any favours here. I'd love to ask him what difficulty he puts the AI on, because as a lobby host, he might want to up that in future, especially if something like that happens, because look at the time his AI car's losing. Bit of boost is close to this lap though to Jesper here. Jesper's defending the inside from the Toro Rosso driver. Going to go around the outside though. Thinks about it, now has DRS. He's going to go up the inside of the racing points. They're still side by side, a little bit of contact there. They're trying to give one another room, which is good to see. Round the outside from Bib Boost, held it in there well in turn 3. Great move from the Toro Rosso driver. Up into 10th place, and currently he's holding on to a point. Here's Hampalexis now on that 2-stop on the back of David Storm.
Nice easy move.
Yep. David Storm didn't fight that too much there, did he? I think he understood that the tyre advantage is massive for the Alpha driver.
Huge, yeah.
Can Hampalexis now, with 3 laps to go in this race, catch Jocko and Gibby in front, who are still trying to fight pretty hard as well?
I think you'll catch them quite quick, especially if they're battling. Oh, Jocko. A little bit sideways. Going to have lost a bit of time there.
Maybe just those tyres overheating a little bit behind Gibby.
Amplexus has got Evoke right in his way. Oh no, straight past him.
Trying to do his best to get out of the way, isn't he? He's a lap down in 13th. Jesper's not letting Beard Boost go though. Still in a second. Jocko's not close enough to make a move down into turn 1. Has he got DRS here? No, he hasn't as well. So Jocko's just dropped out of that DRS range. We'll switch to Jesper, who's now got Wahlberg on the back of them. So there's a 3-way fight starting to form now for 10th place.
Another penalty for Jocko. That turn 4 has been a killer for him.
Preston's about to come for a victim to his teammate of Norris. Is that still an AI? Presto?
I don't.
No, I wouldn't say it is, because the AI. No, the AI don't tend to use
0.
Yeah. Since that's happened to him, he hasn't quite had the speed, has he? Norris has caught him quite quickly here.
Probably
so we'll show this battle, because this is the battle for 3rd place.
I say after getting kicked from the game sort of thing, he's probably really wound up. He's probably head's not in the right place for the race no more. He was absolutely flying before.
had it all in control.
Yeah.
And sadly, with a couple of laps to go. He is back though. Currently
Just
sitting
took a bit of
third,
curb.
but he's under threat here with 2 laps to go from Norris.
And Alexis is in Jocko's DRS range now.
And Wahlberg and Jesper are still there with Beard Boost as well. So there's a couple of battles starting to form here towards the end of this race. Jocko's still on the back of Gibby. Them two still squabbling over 5th place in this race.
But that's it all race long. Brilliant.
1 lap to go on the final lap. Norris to make a move down into turn 1 maybe. Dawsey, if you don't mind, just keeping an eye on Freeman and where he is on the track maybe once he's heading into turn 14. Just give me a shout.
Yeah, sure, mate.
Well, Norris not close enough now to go down into turn 2, but here comes Lexus on Jocko. Can he make the move? Oh, Jocko sideways! This is going to give Lexus a chance, and he's through and past the racing point for 6th place. Jocko just got out of shape there on the exit of turn 1. We're going to have a look at Wahlberg, Jesper and Beard Boost now. This is the battle for 10th. I think it's now the battle for 11th. I think Beard Boost has done enough on this lap just to stay
here comes
in
Freeman.
that range. But here goes Wahlberg. Going to go around the outside in turn 1. Yes, he can.
Freeman crossing the line.
Freeman will cross the line to win here in Hungary. Got a little bit lucky with Presto, but Wahlberg and Jesper are still battling here over 11th place. Looks like Wahlberg's through and up into 11th.
Relic in
finishes
second.
Good drive from Relic. Look, Presto Evans will cross the line now. Norris crosses the line in 4th. CG Gibby, how's he getting on? Is he still ahead of Alexis? Yes, he is. He'll finish in 5th. Alexis finishes 6th. Jocko finishes 7th. David Storm picks up some good points, finishes in 8th. Maro, after making contact with CG Gibby earlier on in the race, hasn't gone quite right for him. 27 laps on those hards, though that's a good effort there from him. Will pick home 9th position. Beard Boost, though, who could be claiming the final points paying position here, but Jesper, is he close enough to go for a move? He's trying everything he possibly can here to get back past Wahlberg, using all of the track. The boat finishes 13th. Oh, Jesper is sideways, and sideways again. I think that's over there, but Beard Boost
Saxman gets fastest lap.
In 10th, Saxman does pick up fastest lap, won't claim a point for it because of the position he's in. I think he's just taken a point off Alexis there, hasn't he? Yeah, but what a race.
I think he has, yeah.
Presto leaves instantly, he's not happy. But there is confirmation of the results. Racer Freeman wins. Did have a penalty as well, so it's a shame Relic Nook wasn't close enough to maybe capitalise on that, but Relic Nook finishes 2nd. Good race from him. Always Mr. Consistent in Division 1. You've got Presto Evans finishing in 3rd. Norris finishes in 4th. CG Gibby picks up 5th. Some good points for him, and McLaren after a poor weekend for them. Lexus finishes in 6th. Jocko finishes in 7th. David Storm 8th, General Marrow finishes 9th, Beard Boost picks up the final points paying position. Wahlberg misses out on points, finishes in 11th. Had a good battle with Jesper at the end there. Jesper finishes in 12th. Invoke finishes in 13th. Sackman finishes in 14th but picks up that fastest lap. Won't get the point for it, of course, because he's not inside the top 10. And then Coutinho is the first of the retirements. Vickerman also retired, and It's Me Will finishes last and retired from this.